Violent crime happens in Nevada every 30 minutes or so.
And question 1 is on the November ballot. It aims to give victims the same rights as the perpetrators.
13 Action News reporter Brian Callahan shows you how victims say a lack of those rights have hurt them in the past.
I can't sleep because I'm scared. Where's this creep at?
Monica Bisbee is talking about the man she remembers as a silhouette in her hallway after he broke into her home more than 20 years ago.
He grabbed me from behind, pulled me downstairs, taped up my eyes and my mouth.
Bisbee calling that night with her 2-year-old son in her arms the most terrifying of her life. But her biggest frustration lies with the fact the man convicted of attacking her and robbing her home was freed last year after serving just 21 years on what was originally more than 2 life sentences.
Here I am back up all night again, scared out of my mind.
To add to that fear, Bisbee says she isn't allowed to know where her attacker is now living, but she was asked to provide her home, work, and other addresses so he can obey orders to stay away from her.
I have no idea where he's at. I'm not allowed to know where he's at.
That's one of the reasons proponents have been pushing for a constitutional amendment here in Nevada called Marsy's Law that would provide more information to the victims of crime like Bisbee.
We want to make sure that you're treated equally as a victim of crime regardless of where you live.
Will Batista is the state director of Marsy's Law for Nevada. Question 1 already has the support of Sheriff Joe Lombardo and District Attorney Steve Wolfson and no organized opposition. It sets out guidelines for what the thousands of victims like Bisbee would be entitled to. They include providing input on plea agreements, added privacy protections, and the ability to be at any proceedings involving suspects throughout the process. A luxury Bisbee says she wasn't afforded.
If he's allowed to speak and say or hear something about his case, I should be able to plead mine also.
We want to make sure that victims know not only what their rights are, but what resources may be available to them.
While Bisbee knows she will have to live knowing her attacker is a free man, she says it's important to make sure victims in the future have more rights than those who destroy their lives.
You want to know how to keep yourself safe, or how to get over it, and how to be able to sleep at night, and how to be able to not look over your shoulder every time.
Analysis of the proposed change shows it would have little to no costs associated with the new law to protect crime victims. Brian Callahan, 13 Action News.